and gentlemen, welcome back to the Basement Beat. A little odd saying. The
Yeah,
Basement Beat.
it'll catch.
Hopefully it will catch. I mean, it sounds good for right now.
Yeah, right now it's good. I mean, I'm a fan of it. We
So
literally just came up with it. Not even
5 minutes
2 minutes.
before we started this.
Not even. Like we were like,
Well,
all right.
what happened was last week we recorded and nothing saved.
Well, the very last segment saved, but everything beforehand, I just had the picture you see on screen now, and no audio for it. So we just decided to re-record based on the fact that we lost 2/3 of the last episode.
Yeah, and that would have been pointless to post, and everything we talked about would make no sense for
So
like the second half of it.
yeah, so sorry about that, but well, we're back this week, so
Yeah, well, we're back. It's been a crazy week in music. We got a new name for the podcast. Essentially, what's happening is that we didn't discuss it last week, even though technically we did. But since it didn't go up, we'll tell you guys again. So what's happening now is that we're gonna do as a company separate podcasts, essentially. So what that means is what we're gonna have is we're gonna have a few different shows under the Basement Thoughts brand, under the Basement Thoughts name.
yes.
But we're just going to have different shows for doing different topics. They're going to have their own guests. We have a few people already that are interested in having their own shows, having their own topics they want to talk about. We won't give too much info away just yet,
No,
only
we are.
because
The only thing I will say is we already have one lined up, ready to start.
yeah,
So
and we're looking for more people too. So people not for now listening on SoundCloud, listening on YouTube, wherever you're listening from, if you're interested in doing a podcast or something of that sort, come talk to us. We're pretty easy to get in touch with, via
the
the
Twitter
yeah,
at B Thoughts Radio.
or if you just know us. So just send us a message and let us know what your idea is. But we're gonna be also heading to Apple Podcast, hopefully.
Yes.
That's
Hopefully,
if Kevin and I can figure it out
I'm gonna need to start looking
by
into
the
that.
summer. Yeah. But Basement Thoughts is coming back. So the show with me, Kaya, Kevin,
And then guests.
and the guests are coming back in the summer. But for now, we're gonna do our own shows. We're gonna see how it goes, and we're just chugging away, Kev.
Yeah, we're working pretty hard on our off time. I'm doing a
I
lot of
mean,
editing and stuff.
I appreciate Kevin so much because he does all the work behind the scenes. And literally, I just told him this too, like 10 minutes ago. I was like, Kevin, if you weren't a part of this, this would be nothing, and I would be lost. Like I wouldn't know how to do anything.
Nah, you could have. It's really just Google searches.
I mean, I'm still dumb anyway. Like, I think now too. Like ever since like, I remember you telling me one day, I was just like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do this, and you're just like, just Google it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, huh. Like you're right.
Just
I
Google
should
it.
just
I
Google
mean,
it.
it's terrible that I think that way. It's like that's the first thing I go to, but 99% of the time it gives me the correct answer.
Well, I mean, that's why you're smart too, is because you just Google things, you learn how to do things, and then
Like,
like you're good.
dude, like today my dad was like, "Oh, so who's doing your taxes?" And I was like, "Me." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna do them. It's not that hard. Just fill out the form, send in
You don't
everything."
have like H&R Block or TurboTax or
I
anything like
used
that?
TurboTax my first year, but this year I have to do like crypto deductions and stuff from profits. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Forgot about that.
yeah. I mean, I don't think you sold, so you're good.
I
But
didn't sell, so
no,
I'm good
I have to
right
do some
now.
like separate forms that would cost money on TurboTax.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
just
I didn't
gotta.
know that. I don't do my own taxes. Thank God.
No, I mean honestly, if your profits are under like a couple grand, like mine are, but I'm still gonna do it just to be safe. But like if your
Yeah.
profits are under a couple grand, you probably don't have any problem if you just didn't claim it.
I wonder how many people are gonna forget how to do their crypto to do the crypto tax.
That's the issue, dude. I see stuff all the time. It's like, don't forget, you gotta fucking claim it.
Yeah. And
Well,
now that
cause
people are into it.
well, 'cause some people make hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that, and the government, that's income to them. They want to tax that shit, and you
Well,
will get
imagine the people that
taxed.
sold during the Bitcoin rise.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money they're gonna be missing out on.
Yeah. They
Wow.
The problem is when you're if you have a source of income like that you don't pay taxes on originally, like say your paycheck or whatever. If you just get like you win the lottery, that they think of that as income. So you're gonna have to pay taxes on that. So instead of getting a tax return, you're gonna get a bill that's like, yeah, you owe us a couple grand.
You owe us this much money
Yeah.
from, everything you've made on your
Yeah.
lottery
Like
win.
you didn't pay the taxes
Yeah,
yet, so yeah,
right.
it happened a couple years ago with my family. Pulled out a bunch of money out of a thing and got hammered in the tax season because it counted as profit. But
Right.
we didn't have the money to pay the taxes because you use that money to pay for whatever you're using it for, and it's just a big clusterfuck.
Exactly. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah,
So everyone do your taxes,
yeah.
and if you have crypto, do your crypto taxes
Cra-
because you're gonna get
you're,
screwed.
you're welcome for the quick lesson. Anyway, so new
Jumping into basement bot.
basement
Oh,
bops. You almost said it. That was a.
oh.
You almost
Okay,
said it.
quick funny story. Quick, you see how catchy it is?
OG, yeah, dude. OG
Quick
name.
funny
Basement
story.
bops.
My friend Jordan at school here, she knows we do a podcast, and she was shooting me ideas for a new name, like we discussed we were gonna do. And she was like, "Why don't you do basement bops?" And she started laughing, and I'm like, "That sounds so ugly,
It like,
but it's so catchy."
dude. It works, but it also doesn't at the same time. It's just like what
No, I can't believe I just said it. I can't believe
you,
it.
dude.
Like this is we won't even edit that. Like
No,
this is
no, that's
absolutely
going
going
in,
in.
Alex. I'm not editing that.
The basement beat is what I've
Basement
been
beat.
meaning to
Yep,
see.
we're getting into
Basement
it.
beat.
So new music this week. What's coming out? What has come out?
The Culture 2.
Ooh, ooh.
Migos back. Their
Woo!
second drop from their Culture
You think you
series,
think it's
I
gonna be a
guess.
trilogy? You think we're
Oh
gonna have a Culture
yeah.
3?
We might have Culture 5.
Culture 5. It'll become the Led Zeppelins. Like Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
How legendary were those volumes though?
Very, very. But
How legendary already is the Migos volumes?
you know what the most legendary out of all 5 of them is though?
Four.
Number 4. So
Four.
we haven't come. We
We
haven't.
haven't come that far yet.
We haven't gotten there yet. Maybe number 4 will be the best.
But Migos is back on the anniversary of the original Culture drop.
Which is,
They drop.
dude, that's prime time. 1 year. That's like
Yeah,
they're getting on
that's a
video game
decent
release
time.
schedules.
Yeah. I mean, typically artists usually drop within a year span anyway, but a lot of bigger
Flatbush.
artists, well, a lot of other bigger artists are starting to do like 2 years.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
Migos drop so much
you
here
take
and
the
there. It's like,
you take the time on it. It's gonna be good. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I feel like it gets easier too when you're in a group because you have so many ideas anyway
Yeah.
that you could probably do a song and like a really, really good song within like a month with
Oh,
like good production, good mixing.
you could probably do it in a week, dude. If you have a studio, you know what I mean?
Oh, and they must.
Yeah.
They must.
You
Yeah.
could easily do that in like a week. Not even.
But Culture 2 dropped. I know here everyone was playing it. I had guys in my hall playing it. I had a few of my friends playing it. I went to a party last night and there was already
Dude,
new Migos
I
playing.
went to a party last night too. That was like all that was on. Some new Migos. It was good though. I was having a good time.
You know what, man? I gave Migos I was very disappointed with Migos new album. Well, this Culture 2 when they dropped their second single off the album Superstar
Yeah.
because I was not a fan. The first song they dropped was Stir Fry, which I was a fan of. I liked that
Yeah.
song a lot.
Stir fry is
But
good.
then yeah, but once I heard Superstar, I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I see where you're
you
coming from on
know,
that. They
it's
dropped
just sound too much like old Migos. It sounds too much of the same thing.
a lot of their songs too, like they do sound very similar. That's one one like thing I have with them. It sounds very similar.
It's almost like they never change it up.
It's like it's ready. I can do it. It's just like dun 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 dun. Like every song. That's like the rap scheme.
Yeah, that's the rhythm. That's like kind of what they go for, and like I don't know, it's effective. It hits the audience. Like
Yeah,
they're still popular. Like people are still gonna like them for that.
obviously. I mean, you you're always gonna have fans like that love what you make no matter what.
I think stylistically they haven't really changed, but I think it's getting. I think their rap style is getting better. Their
Yeah,
lyricism is getting better.
yeah, for sure.
Like my favorite track off this new one is definitely Narcos
Yeah,
because Takeoff goes off, Offset goes off, and then
dude.
Quavo has like a killer hook like he
Mm-hmm.
always does and hit songs.
I know, dude. That one was good. You're right. I was gonna say White Sand just because of Travis Scott.
You know what? I wasn't too impressed with White Sand.
Dude, I like it.
I wish Travis had like an actual verse.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. He does only do like the backups.
And Travis's range too, like his vocal range is so like large and like he can
Yes.
do so much better auto tune than that. Like he's got to do something different on features.
Yes.
Like my favorite Travis feature of all time is Floyd Mayweather. Have you ever heard that song?
I don't think so.
I played it a lot like before I left. It's a
I
young
definitely
thug
have.
song. Yeah, it's a young thug song and his vocal range on that, his auto tune on that is like prime time.
Yeah.
Like it is pristine. Dude, during the break, go listen to it and we'll talk about it after cuz like literally like it sounds so clean. Like and he needs to do that more often on features.
Yeah. Um. So another song off the Migos album that I was a fan of was the shit. Hold on, let me spell the name real quick. It's like one of the first few songs on the album, but the first time I listened to it, it was like I was just like, this is a good one. Like
Yeah,
it
I'm
the
pulling up the
I'm
album
me too.
list right now.
It's literally number one on my recently played. So
Higher We Go, Superstars was next.
oh the intro, which I think is Higher We Go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like the
That was
intro?
good. That was good.
Yeah,
But fucking the autopilot, that was good.
yeah,
I
yeah.
liked
I
it.
liked him. I liked Emoji a Chain. I liked the feature with Drake.
Dude, that one wasn't that bad.
No,
Very,
yeah,
very
and
repetitive.
honestly too, we didn't talk about Drake last week. He dropped two new songs, pretty good.
Did he? I
Yeah,
normally don't listen to Drake.
God's Plan. Go listen to God's Plan. Then he did another
God's
song.
Plan and Diplomatic
Yeah,
Community.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I think like even with the feature of Drake, I think like we're gonna see another Drake album real
Oh,
soon.
for sure. He hasn't released one. Oh, I mean, what was the last one he released? More Life
More Life, which was last March.
last March.
Yeah.
So I would say probably summer we'll see one.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, maybe even before.
Yeah.
I
Um.
also liked obviously Stir Fry. I liked Gang Gang.
Yep.
Um they had Motorsport, Moving Too Fast. I
Dude.
heard people were fans of Notice Me.
Okay. Going back to Motorsport, the first time I heard that, uh, Cardi B sounded like Nicki Minaj to me, and she said something about turning Offset on, and I was just like, whoa.
Oh, you
Whoa.
can't say that.
I
You
was
got
like,
his girl right on the track
yeah,
with you.
dude. I was like, whoa. I had to like look up who was on it and shit, and I was like, oh, okay. I
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, like I feel like you could easily get that mixed up,
uh,
like when you first hear them together.
dude, I was blown away that it was friggin' Cardi B. I was like, what? But what were you gonna say about Notice Me?
Yeah, well, Notice Me, the one with Post Malone.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to a few people already, and they're like, "Oh, like I like that track, like that's my favorite one," and I didn't agree.
I mean, Post Malone's just getting a bad rap these days. Uh,
Mm,
you know what I mean? Just because of what's been happening with him, and like he's like distancing himself from hip hop, but he's still like trying to use that to his advantage. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
well, people love Post Malone.
Yeah,
He's a dad. Post Malone's a dad.
dad, Post Malone, bro.
But I think just I
He's
mean I like Post Malone, but it's just the same hook. Like a
yeah.
lot of these songs on this album is just like these artists like Travis Scott, like Ty Dolla Sign,
Mhm.
2 Chainz, like they just get the hook and they don't get anything else.
Maybe that's
They won't rap. They won't. It's all just I mean, maybe that's good, but
maybe
it's
that's what they
still. I'd like to
wanted.
hear some features.
Was 21 Savage and Bad Bitches Only was fucking. He was just the hook, right?
No, I think he rapped. He rapped, yeah,
Did he?
yeah, he did.
Hmm.
But I mean, I still, I mean, obviously Travis's hooks are great.
Yeah.
Post Malone has a good hook, but like I want to hear more. I expected more out of those tracks.
Yeah, you wanted some. You wanted some fire beat, fire raps.
They gave Big Sean a verse, and they didn't give Travis a verse.
Yeah, yeah. Got
Like,
me.
and I don't even like Big Sean,
Yeah, you got me there.
so I don't know. But what's your rating on this album out of
um,
10?
out of 10, 8. Give it an 8 out of 10.
8.
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give it a pretty decent score too. I'm gonna say like a 7.
Not bad.
Only because the production, they had a bunch of good producers. Mike Dean was on it, Cardo.
Yeah.
Um, gosh, who else put in some work? DJ Durrell, their DJ. They had a decent amount of help with this album, and I liked. I know it's a lot to say, but like, and I remember telling you this too. Like when it first dropped, I was like, they dropped a damn book.
Yeah.
Like this isn't an album. This is a damn book. Like
Yeah.
there's so much on it,
There's
but
a
all of it's pretty good. Like there's some decent tracks. There's some good, features,
yeah.
some catchy songs, and then their lyricism on most of the songs are pretty good. And I liked it overall. So I say a solid 7.
Not bad. That's a pretty good score. I got an 8, but you know.
Hey, it's everyone's point of view. It is what it is.
um Now they got 24 songs on here, but it only runs an hour and 45 minutes.
Well, most of their songs are 4 to 5 minutes.
I mean, I guess the math works out. It's strange. But that just seems short for a 24 song album.
I mean, yeah, but it's an hour 45. It's a long album.
Yeah. I'm
Plus,
trying.
like when they do shows and stuff, like they're not going to play all of it, obviously, but you're
Oh
going to have to
no.
pick out a few from Culture 2, Culture 1, and then obviously some oldies, but
Yeah. Um I'm just gonna throw it back here to 2016. Jesus Christ, that came out in 2016. Red Hot Chili Peppers came out with The Getaway. That was a very good album.
when did that happen?
2016. Dude,
That feels so long ago.
how is that 2016?
I don't know.
I was hyped for that album.
I remember you telling me about it too.
Jeez, man, time's flying. That's the only
All
reason why
right.
I said that. I was like
Well, we'll
2016. Go
well
ahead.
we'll be back. We'll take a break real quick, but we'll be back with the basement beat.
Basement beat.
Van to the jury man, something like a grand for these gold fangs. I'm from the county of kings, how you learning was a teens. And why diesel inhaling grew wings. Now I mean, zombies the top example why they call it.
All right, and we're back on the basement beat. I am here, Alex, with Kevin, and this is episode 2, season 2. Technically season 1. We got to still figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like this is season 1 because
Okay, so season 1, episode 2 of the basement beat.
bingo, you just nailed it right there.
There we go. So technically, Basement Thoughts never release a new
season. No. We promoted it
Sorry for
everywhere.
the false hope. Yeah,
But Basement Thoughts will be back probably
in the summer.
May, I'd say.
Early May.
Yeah.
We'll all be back early May with some new content.
dude,
Kyle will be back
I
from
can't
Australia.
wait to get back in the fucking basement, dude. Like, I'm tired of recording.
I listened all this week. All this week I listened to the episodes, and I was like, there was some good content, man. Like, we had a good time down there.
Dude, it was fun. It was very fun. Like, recording was fun, and I just can't wait.
The whole process of beginning it was so fun, and I know that this season will be bigger and better. Maybe some more episodes. We'll see. We'll see once we get back. But
probably some recorded or live streamed podcasts for sure.
We'll see how it goes. We're working hard. We have a lot of ideas. Like, the ideas are there.
We just need to do it. Is basically all it is.
Yeah, and we can. I know we can.
Yeah, it'll get done. So
other music news this week. We'll start off. This happened early last week. This is Childish Gambino. He's in the news now. Very first I've heard of him in a while.
Yeah, I know.
So he has a new label now. He is signed with RCA Records.
Not bad.
He originally was with an indie label. I guess its name was like Glassnote.
Mm-hmm.
And Phoenix and Churches.
Phoenix and Churches.
I know who Churches is. They're like an indie underground group.
No, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, it's a bunch of indie bands that he was with.
Oh, okay.
Childish Gambino, like, his sales and his records now are like they're over the top, like, compared to those other artists, like those indie artists.
Oh yeah.
Like he's not indie anymore.
No, Childish Gambino is definitely mainstream now, for sure.
And I think this is why he decided to go with a bigger label.
Yeah.
Good RCA Records. They got like SZA, Justin Timberlake. I think Jay-Z was with them for a while.
SZA's top dog.
Yeah, but she also has a deal with RCA Records.
Does she?
She does stuff with RCA. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's strange. I've never heard of an artist really having two things.
Yeah, well, they can do that. I think it depends on like what I think Top Dog is like where she started and like where she came from, but I think RCA does a lot of like other help too with her.
That's not. I mean, yeah, that's cool. But go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say that last year, Childish Gambino said that he was gonna do one more album after this last album he just did.
And that's it?
And I think that's it. But I don't know. This is according to Childish Gambino.
Damn.
But after this album, Awaken My Love, I think he's going to do this last one, and then he's going to focus on his acting career.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not a bad actor. I'll give him that.
No, but he's not a good comedian.
Yeah, you got me there.
I wasn't a big fan of his comedy special on Netflix.
No.
So good for Childish Gambino. Very happy for him. Hopefully we get to see more of him very soon. He's nominated for a few Grammys, which we'll be talking about later on.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend. So good luck to him. Happy for him. He'll have some good stuff coming out.
Yeah. So what else is going on?
Well,
ASAP
Rocky too. He's also back in the name this week.
I'm excited.
Thank God.
I'm very excited.
Thank God I've heard something from ASAP Rocky because I was starting to give up on him.
Dude, he's no way. No.
It's just he hasn't released anything in so long.
Yeah, but he's been doing stuff.
But he's teased this album for too long.
All
like
right.
it got to the point where it was annoying me.
If this album comes out though and it's mind-blowing, then it was worth it, doesn't it?
Well, after some of the tracks heard this week, I don't know if it's necessarily mind-blowing.
Yeah, but that's what you said about the tracks that came off of Culture 2. But then you ended up liking Culture 2.
Well, yeah, but...
And I saw that finger point. I got you there.
The only good song he released this week was Moneybags Freestyle. Have you heard that yet?
No, I haven't.
Moneybags Freestyle he posted maybe Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the better of the three he posted. He posted one like minute and a half intro. It was like a snippet of maybe one of like an unfinished track, and that
Uh-huh.
was like an intro part. And then he did like another 3 minute song, I think, and it was just trash. Like the mix, like there was no mixing done to it. There was no like the beat
Maybe
was so off.
maybe that
It
was
was not
intentional.
ASAP Rocky. Intentional?
Yeah, like maybe, you throw some shitty shit out there so people are like, I don't know about this album, it might not be that good, and then you release the real shit, the fucking bangers.
I just think this album is like overhyped.
Well,
Like I think it's another one of those Huncho Jack Huncho situations.
that's um any album that is talked about for too long is always going to be overhyped, no matter what. Think about like the video games that took forever to release. You know what I mean? People are hyped about them. They get released, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I mean, that was overhyped." Yeah, because it was hyped up for so long that people just kept getting more and more excited about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think like ASAP Rocky has like just built this fan base, and especially with like ASAP Mob too, like
Yeah.
he's the front man of ASAP.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
and like with this studio project, like people expect something better than his last releases.
Yeah.
And like he said he's like testing new sounds, and like in his interviews and stuff, and he's done like a lot of like fashion, a lot of like, and he's been like super low key. Like everything he posts on Instagram is immediately taken down 24 hours after.
Why?
I don't really know. I mean, I guess it's like the anticipation thing, and he wants to stay low key, but you
Dude,
can't stay low key forever though.
somebody's definitely made capital on that by making an account that's its sole purpose is to screenshot posts that he posts and then post them on that page.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
That's
even then too,
just
like
thought of that. So
even if he posts something for like 15 seconds, like a million people are gonna see it because he has like, I don't even know how many. I'm gonna check right now how many followers he has on Instagram.
plus, if you think about it too, if you load the page with that tweet there, it's gonna be there, or not tweet, post. It's gonna be there for however long you have that page loaded, or until you refresh it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Let me see. He has 6.9 million followers on Instagram, and he has one post. One post. No,
my
a
guy,
tiny bio and one post, and he's
my
following
guy,
one person,
that's hilarious.
which is ASAP Yams.
That's so funny. He's following
Like,
ASAP Yams.
yeah, that's
That's
the only
actually
person he
awesome.
follows. Yeah. But like it's, you know what I mean though, it's the low key image.
No, yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the low key image. Like his new album Testing, like it's definitely something it has stuff to do with like crash cars, testing, like, like
Like dummies.
the
Like,
dummies, yeah, like it even says dummy on Moneybags Freestyle
Hmm.
in the background on SoundCloud.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it says dummy.
That's weird.
It's like he knows what he wants to have this image of his album be, which I like. I
Well,
really
yeah,
do like it.
I'd hope that before you put an album out, you would have the image for what you want the album to be. You know what I mean?
Like it's definitely very creative, and like he said, like he was testing new sounds, and like the whole like with the testing dummies and like the crash course, like crash car course.
Was he making sounds from that? Is that what he meant?
I think he means like testing new sounds as in like trying something different. But I think he's gonna incorporate. But see, this is where it's hard because like you don't really know until the album's out.
The way you phrased it right there, though, made it sound like he was going to test tracks and setting up mics next to where the cars crashed and then making beats off that.
Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
Okay.
I meant by like when he said testing new sounds, as in like
Like different
he's trying
types of.
different
Yeah,
sounds
no, I
that
know what you.
he's not particularly used to.
Yeah, okay.
So like that whole image of like this album's like testing the new sounds, testing like with new cars, you make the cars go through a crash course.
Oh,
So like
okay.
this is his crash course. You know what I mean?
Yep. You just perfectly summed it up right there. That was good.
It had to click, but
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like, and I'm
No,
sure
yeah.
people can understand.
I'm
But it's
excited.
creative. Like that's very creative, I think.
I'm always excited for artists' new stuff, no matter what. Like, if an artist is putting out a new type of music, like I'm like, all right, like I want to see how they do. Like I want to see what goes on. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
like
dude.
this even goes back to like Pink Floyd, dude. Like remember when they dropped Dark Side of the Moon?
Oh, I
Like
don't
that
remember that at
was like a
all.
well, no, but like that was like a revolutionary like
No, yeah,
for the
absolutely.
band for
For
like rock
at
music.
You know what? You know what's weird though, dude? At the time, it wasn't. At the time, it was just another album release, and yeah, it propelled Pink Floyd into more stardom. But you could say the same for "Culture" by Migos. You know what I mean?
Right. I
It's,
think just the new sound they brought.
well, Pink Floyd has always had that sound. I think just the way they presented it on that album was very. By the way, I'd just like to point out this is like the third or fourth time we've come back to Dark Side of the Moon on this podcast.
I know, but it's like it's such a basis. Like I can relate to that album so much.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the way it was put together. I think that made it such a good album. Like the way it flowed together, to songs on it, like you hear a Pink Floyd song, you're like, oh yeah, it's Dark Side of the Moon. Like you can just tell by the way it sounds. You don't even have to know the song. You're just like, oh yeah, it's Dark Side of the Moon.
I
They-
just think too, it's like
They
the
all,
way that album was presented, like other artists, and like I hope like ASAP Rocky can do this like with his album. Like
hopefully,
it's like
it's a hard thing to do.
it's like you say like when you hear a song, you're like, okay, that's from Testing, or like, okay, that's from Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah,
Like I
absolutely.
want to look back 20 years down the line and be like, okay, this ASAP Rocky song that's from Testing, and I know that sound because he only used these sounds in that album.
in Testing, yeah. But
Yes.
see, if it was like that, you know what I mean? Though it could mean that album wasn't good. If he only used
Right.
those in Testing, you know what I mean? Dude, it confuses me every time I say that. I think it's like a little test album, but I mean, technically it is, but it's like a real.
I mean,
album.
yeah, it's a testing album, testing the new sounds in a new album.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm always.
I
I'm
think it's
always
just like
excited.
he's got a lot on the line.
Mhm.
Like I think this is a make or break album for ASAP Rocky. Like if this album's not good, he's got to really step it up.
No, I mean, I don't want to sound bad here, but he can always ride off Yams. Like that sounds very bad, and I don't mean to, but like with Yams Day and stuff like that, people are always gonna get hyped for Yams Day. So he can, even if this turns out to be a bad album, he can bring himself into the spotlight through that. You know what I mean?
I just think he's really gotta like impress me with this. I think this is one of those things where it has to be like has to be his 10 out of 10 album.
Okay.
Like
I
Kendrick Lamar did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a follow up of Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly was even better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Lord Pretty Flacco Jordy 2 was great, but now this has got to be better.
It's got to be. Hopefully,
There's
it
a
is.
lot on the line.
You never know, though. You never know.
Only time will tell, and you never know with ASAP Rocky too. Like he can say tomorrow he'll drop an album, and
Dude,
the
he
whole
could
world
drop
will
it.
be on
He
it.
could drop it right now.
He could do it at any time.
He could drop it right now.
Good for him, man. I mean, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, we'll see. So,
Also, too, talking about Yams Day, which 6ix9ine was there. That episode never got
can I
released,
say
but
it? Can I say
yeah.
it? All right, so 6ix9ine, being the hype beast that he is,
Claimed to be.
he's all doing his concert, doing Gummo or whatever. Fucking Comes up on stage, dude. Fucking like just screaming. People literally. By the way, I was looking at it. Literally, everyone in the crowd is filming. Everyone. Look at the video, dude. Everyone in the crowd is filming.
Yeah, you're right.
But so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna crowd surf. Like this is a good idea." Fucking goes to jump in the crowd, and just everybody gets out of the way, and he just slams into the ground, dude.
Face first,
Just
on the
fucking
ground.
In the ground.
I love too, like in that video, like you can see him ready to go. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he like waves his hand and
Hyping
then
himself up.
yeah, and then he goes to jump, and people immediately
It's like
separate.
It's literally like someone threw a grenade into the crowd, dude. It was just like, and he
See
just
ya, like,
he just fell to
disappear.
the floor.
And I love in the end of the video too, like the security
Yeah, he
guard
runs
running
over.
from the stage, just like trying to make sure he's okay.
Bro.
And I did not see 6ix9ine get up either.
No, I never saw him get up in the video.
I
at all.
never saw him get up from that, and which was the best part of the video is that he just jumps,
just
disappears, and that's it.
On the fucking ground, dude.
I favorited the video, but like I couldn't find it on my Twitter.
Meech did it right. Meech didn't just jump into the crowd. He got up on the fucking barricade and split the crowd like fucking... What's his name? What's that guy's name? I don't even know his name. Moses.
Oh, like Moses.
Like, no, literally. He was like, move! And everybody just split. And then he just ran down the middle of the ground.
He wasn't like jumping in the crowd, like looking at crowd surf. He was just getting in the crowd.
No, I know, but the way
I think 6ix9ine was like he wanted to actually crowd surf, which was just an utter fail, dude. Like I've never seen anything more embarrassing for someone in my life.
He fucking, dude, like it's like those videos you see of like the Bills Mafia, dude, when they jump on tables. Just
oh yeah,
people fucking themselves up for no reason. It's exactly like that.
Can you imagine like if he broke his leg or something? Like just from that,
That would have been awesome.
we would be on his ass,
I would be
dude.
making-
Like I already don't
We're-
like this guy.
We're making fun of him right now, but I would be making fun of him even harder.
What's also funny too about the video is that his hair is like long. So he literally flips his hair, dude. His rainbow skittle ass looking
Bro,
hair
I can't
and
get over
jumps.
that. The first video
Too funny.
the first video I saw him, it was wild. I'm gonna pull up that video and watch it right now.
What the stage jump?
Yeah.
Crowd surf. Oh my god! Like I've just never. I guess it was a little unexpected.
Hey, you want to hear the name of the video?
What?
Tekashi 6ix9ine takes an L 2018, almost dies in crowd by jumping off stage.
Yeah, that's over exaggerated. Almost dies.
Bro, it's
I
literally...
love how it's Gummo too.
Yeah,
Like his hit song. That's too funny.
dude. That's wild. So funny.
6ix9ine, stop making music.
Is this...
That's
Oh, I
all
think I
I'm
got
gonna
a
say.
different angle. Got a different angle here. Hold on, let's see it. Oh, no, it might be a different one. Dude, you did a show with A Boogie? Jesus
Did he take
Christ.
2 L's?
I'm trying to see right now. Hold on.
Is this a different show?
Yeah, I think so. Dude, literally everybody has their phone out. Oh, yeah. Oh. He almost took an L right there. Dude, it was literally like he jumped in, dude, and people were like... to lift him up. It was like slowly lifting him from the ground.
You see, in this day and age, too many people have their phones out during concerts.
See, the thing
So
is,
it's
though,
like you gotta warn them when you're jumping in.
if somebody jumped towards me like that, I'd drop my phone. Like,
If I was an artist, no phones.
honestly, yeah. Or it would be like no videos, no flash on your phones. If I see a flash, I'm coming into the crowd and kicking the shit out of you.
I watched Tyler the Creator's Panorama performance, and this was like a week after Flower Boy dropped.
Yeah.
and it was his first time performing that set list.
Awesome.
And after the first song, he goes, "All right, get your pictures now." And people just started. He took like a minute out of the show just for people to take pictures.
Just like doing
And then he's like,
poses.
he said, "Put your phones away. Now put your phones away."
Dude,
I was like,
honestly,
yes.
if somebody did that, I'd have to put it away and keep it away. I wouldn't
Oh
be able to take it
yeah,
back out.
no. I did not even take my phone
You
out
see
for
what-
Tyler the Creator.
You see what people are doing? What Chris Rock is doing at his shows?
Yeah, he banned phones, right?
Everybody has to put their phone in a little pouch that locks.
That's
And-
wild.
And when you walk out, oh my bad. When you walk out of the show, somebody has to unlock it for you. Honestly,
That would
though,
make me uncomfortable.
no, a little cloth bag.
Yeah, but like, I'd need my phone on me.
Yeah, but
Like, you can just tell me to turn it off and I'll be cool with it and put it in my pocket.
I mean, but that's not gonna stop everybody. That's gonna stop you.
Because, like, you pay for your phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was probably in the agreement for buying the ticket. You know what I mean?
If it's in the agreement for buying the ticket, then sure. But, like,
Nobody
if
ever
I were to
reads
show up at the
agreement.
show and I said I didn't sign anything to put my phone away.
Yeah, but if no, here's the thing though. If you buy a ticket on those websites, you know what I mean, and you're like, yeah, I accept the terms and conditions. Click, it's in the terms and conditions.
Okay.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you got me there. But,
you
like,
accepted the term. Like that's the problem with not like. I don't have the time to read terms and conditions, so I don't. But
I just think it's gonna like cause problems because people are just gonna be like, "Oh no, I
Well,
need my
then-
phone anyway."
get out.
I mean, I'll comply, but like I know other people, they probably wouldn't comply.
Then get out. I mean, it's simple as that, dude. Simple as just to get the fuck out.
I mean, either way, phones should be banned at concerts.
Absolutely, I totally
Take
agree
your
with that.
pictures in the beginning of the show, get your
Totally
Snapchat
agree
at the
with
beginning
that.
of the show, and then put them away.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll be back. This is the Basement Beat.
Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Trap nigga with the chickens like Popeye. Money changing colors like tie-dye. I'm just trying to get it, I ain't trying.
All right, we are back on the Basement Beat. This is hashtag Alex, joined alongside Ketty Wap.
Ketty Wop or at
And-
KMoran_14, you know, whatever. I totally
This-
messed that up. By the way. It's not my thing at all.
I call you Ketty Wap now.
No, I messed up my Twitter handle like terribly bad. But
We
I'm
are
just
back.
Not even gonna correct it.
It's the last segment of this episode, and
Grammy
it has to
season.
be the last episode, or the last segment of this episode, because it's a big one. We're talking the Grammys,
It's
which is technically tomorrow, but you're
Yeah.
listening for already when the Grammys are done.
yeah. So you're gonna know our predictions, like if they're true or not. already.
Right, and we'll go over them anyway next week probably,
Yeah.
just to kind of talk about them. But Grammys are technically tomorrow. It's Saturday here, but you're listening Monday, so they were yesterday. Lot of big names. We're gonna start with the top rap album of the year.
Yes.
Sound good?
Let me just
All right.
pull that up real quick. Got it right here.
Yeah, let me know what these artists are, because I've already looked at them before. I already kind of have an
All
idea
right.
of who I want. But
We'll start with best. We'll start with album of the year. How about that?
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So for album of the year, we have Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino. Sorry, my page just did something very weird, and I don't have what I was.
All right, let's
looking
cut
at.
that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, why did it do this now, not before? Okay. All right. So for record of the year, we have Okay. Start here. For album of the year, we have Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino, 444 by Jay-Z, or 444, I don't really know. Damn by Kendrick Lamar, Melodrama by Lord, and 24K Magic by Bruno Mars.
All right, what's your pick? I'm going with you first.
I really want Damn to win, just because it's one of my favorite albums of all time. But I really think Jay-Z is gonna win personally.
You know what, man? I am absolutely with you. Damn was by far turned me into a huge rap fan and a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. But I
Yes.
think, and I listen to 444, and I think this album, it's just, I think the message behind this album is more um, touching and
Yeah.
more reaches that audience of
Mhm.
like growing up as blacks in in America. I think the lyricism is there, the production's there, and it's Jay-Z. You know, his
Yeah.
13th studio album. This guy hasn't slowed down. I think Jay-Z is gonna win this, but I'm rooting for Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, me too. So my pick, my official pick is gonna have to be 444.
Yeah, official pick here as well, 444.
All right, let's get to some rap, shall we?
So for the rap album of the
Best.
year,
So for best rap album, it's 444 by Jay Z, Damn by Kendrick Lamar, Culture by Migos, Lalia's Wisdom. I probably totally butchered that.
Lalia's Wisdom.
Lalia's Wisdom by Rhapsody, and Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator.
What's your pick?
Now, thinking, I don't know, thinking about this one, like if Jay Z wins best album of the year, then it'll probably give everyone else a better chance to win best rap album.
Well, they'll usually do best rap album first. They'll do album of the year towards the end of the show.
So I'm just gonna go right out with the official pick here. I'm gonna say it's Damn for best rap
Really?
album. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm. I think
I
444 is gonna
can't
get.
agree.
I think 444 is gonna get album of the year for sure. But when thinking about best rap album, Damn.
Well, here's what I've listened to all these albums, and I don't think Culture's up there. I don't.
No.
I mean, Lalia's Wisdom. The only way I can see this winning is because Rhapsody is a female rapper, and I think having and this is Top Dog Entertainment, by the way, Rhapsody,
Yeah.
and I
Oh wow,
think
Top
like
Dog's got 2 people on the best rap album for Grammys.
yeah,
Not bad.
which is very impressive as a group. But I think one of the I'm not trying to be like feminist,
Yeah.
one-sided here, but like I think she could win that category only because she is a woman. She's defining, black woman in society. I think this would be huge for
Yeah,
her
I agree with that.
in the industry.
I agree with that totally.
I loved Flower Boy, loved Tyler the Creator, loved that album, saw him in concert. That's my underdog pick. That's my
Dude,
guy.
if Flower Boy wins, that would be wild.
Dude, I'm calling you right away if Flower Boy wins.
Bro,
Like, I will be
that
in
would
tears.
Be wild.
I will be in tears if Flower Boy wins.
I just don't. I don't understand how it could though. That's the problem.
It's not like
It's up
with
against
these
some
guys,
big names.
even to be
Big
nominated,
names.
even
Yeah.
to be nominated, this was big for Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, regardless, it's still impressive. Like, I love his music. I love this album. But damn, 444 is my top two. And I gotta say, man, it's gonna be 444. Jay-Z, if he wins this category, he's winning album of the year because Jay-Z just completely like I said before, like this was the perfect example of the black society in America right now. It's Jay-Z, 13th studio album. He hasn't stopped. This guy had a great tour, went on tour for 3-4 months, killed it, and I don't know. I hope Kendrick can win this category. Like Tyler and Kendrick, like if those two either win, I would be ecstatic.
Oh, it'd be wild.
Regardless, all these albums were fantastic, all Grammy deserving. This was probably an extremely hard category. for the Academy to pick, but my official vote has got to be 444.
I respect it. I don't think it's true, but I respect it.
All right, we'll face off. We'll face off. We got it.
Why don't we do?
What's the bet?
the
What's the bet?
what?
You want to bet?
Are we gonna bet on this?
Do you want to bet?
All right. So first of all, we have to have what happens if neither of us get it. What happens if Flower Boy wins? Is the bet just nullified?
Nullified, yes.
Okay. So
Has to be either 444 or damn.
if Damn wins, you have to edit the next episode of Basement Thoughts.
Okay.
And
All right, that's fair.
if 444 wins, I have to do like all the like intros and everything like that in the next one. I have to be the lead in the next one.
Fine, you'll take the lead.
All right.
That's a good deal.
All right. Virtual handshake.
Virtual handshake. You see mine, I see
Yep,
yours.
I see yours. Okay.
You guys can't see, but I
No.
can see Kevin. Kevin can see me.
What up?
You know, this is very nice touch to the like I can FaceTime you now.
Yeah, like we
like
have
this is our
a
FaceTime.
personal connection. Like while we're talking, we can like look each other face to face. Actually, well,
Over 1,000 miles away, and I'm able to finally see Kevin again.
when you come back, it's not even gonna be like you left.
It's literally gonna be
It's just gonna be like, "Yo, what up, bro? What's going on?"
yeah, hasn't changed. I see you got a haircut. Oh wait, I saw that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. It's
Give
gonna
us-
be a huge episode.
Give us feedback on the name too.
Yeah.
Let us know.
The name's been very iffy, but Basement Beat is what it is for now. We got a lot of good things planned for Basement Thoughts all around. Hopefully, we'll jump on these other podcasts. We have a few people interested, like we said earlier. It's been a big week for music. This is another big week for music. I'll be watching tomorrow. Kevin will be watching tomorrow. We'll be on top of it. Thanks for the support too. You can find us at B Thoughts Radio on Twitter, Basement Thoughts on Instagram, and I mean sooner you know it, Kev, we're gonna be back on our website too.
I know.
We've been working on that.
I was just about to say the website's coming back, so we're gonna have a new website up. It's gonna have like all our announcements. It's gonna have when podcasts are being posted, when a new podcast is posted, it'll be posted on the website. It's all gonna be easy to read right on the front page. Not much to it. Maybe we'll have like a forum thing. I could probably set that up. So yeah, when the website is released, I'll post it on Twitter and everything, and then we'll be all square.
We'll make it public too. I'll post it on my Facebook to my family and friends. I'll post it everywhere. I'll make sure that's like easily accessible.
We'll let the word out.
Right. But this wraps up officially season 1 of the Basement Beat.
Episode
Season
2.
1, episode 2. And we'll see you next week, guys.
Thank you very much.